But when times get tough, Americans get creative in order to make ends meet. We're talking about side hustles. It's estimated more than 40% of U.S. adults have one, and more are depending on them in order to pay their bills.
All right, so let's head over to Chief Business Correspondent Taylor Young, also the host of Side Hustle. It's an original program streaming right now on Queen City News Plus.
All right, Taylor, first, give us a little insight on what you're going to dive into in this show.
Yeah, so I'm first off just really excited about this show because we all know that I spend a good amount of time standing up here talking about money, credit card debt, inflation, wages. The list goes on. So we thought it would be a good idea to shed light on all the interesting ways that people are bringing in extra cash on the side, the pros, the cons, how they got into it, and hopefully their success stories. And this week, I spoke with a streamer slash content creator who actually turned her side hustle into a full-blown career. So this woman that you see on your screen is Tiffany B. Online, she goes by Hey Shady Lady. She moved to the Asheville area about 10 years ago, was a big gamer, and thought she would join the streaming space in order to find friends. And for those of you who don't know what streaming is, you are essentially broadcasting yourself live on Twitch or other platforms for people to watch in real time, either interact with, maybe learn from. For Tiffany, her audience grew slowly at first, maybe 10 to 15 viewers at a time, until she made a video sharing advice on how to become an authentic streamer. That video today has hundreds of thousands of views. Now, streaming and content creation is her full-time job. Here's a snippet of our interview. I think when a lot of people think about side hustles, they think maybe, okay, a couple hours a week, maybe 15, but that's not necessarily the case if you want to become successful at this.
Yeah, so kind of an inside joke, I think, with the Twitch streaming community at large is I quit my 9 to 5 to work 24/7. This is something I would really caution people, like, just because you start bringing in like a little paycheck from Twitch doesn't mean you should quit your job. This is a big conversation piece in new streamers is when is enough money? When do I have enough money coming in from Twitch that I can quit the job?
So with that amount of money or time being put into this is an absolute grind. But one thing she said to me during our interview that really stood out to me was she essentially gets paid to be herself, which sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes. Okay, paid to be yourself. You mentioned paychecks, but not to go too crazy off the start. How much money do you actually make off of this, Taylor?
So there are a variety of ways that you can get paid to be a streamer and get paid very well. I'm talking your full income, extra, of course. So, I mean, people make a lot of money on this. Not everyone is successful, however. But the most popular way is really growing your audience to a certain amount of viewership where then people can start subscribing to you. So you have to become an affiliate either on Twitch or another platform. And those like monthly subscriptions can get between $5 to $10 depending on what platform you're getting. Usually the platform will take 50% of that and you get the other 50%. So I mean, if you're talking hundreds, thousands of subscribers, I mean, that's a good amount of money coming in. And that's just one way. You can also get paid for advertisements. You can have companies reach out to you and say, hey, wear my headphones while you game. We'll pay you to do that. You'll also make money from people who buy those headphones. And then lastly is games. Companies that make games can say, hey, can you stream 20 hours this week playing my game? We'll pay you X, Y, and Z. So there's a lot of ways. I mean, you are essentially marketing yourself and making money off of that.
I mean, it sounds really great, but a lot of kids really see this, but they have to know this is not a get-rich-quick thing. She had touched on it there of how slowly this kind of started.
Kids, I'm in it too.
Yeah, all right, Julian.
I know.
It's not a get-rich-quick
As a gamer,
thing.
I was taking notes. No, so yeah, this is something that it takes a lot of time, but also the success rate. I mean, you pretty much have to sell yourself. You are on camera talking to just yourself. The ability to do that and then actually make that entertaining in and of itself sounds really difficult. So yeah, this is not something that you can do kind of overnight and make a lot of money. It takes years. I mean, she's been doing this for over 10 years, and it took her really up until the last couple of years to be able to not have to work other jobs.
You mentioned Tiffany, hey Shady Lady. She's a gamer, right?
Yes.
She's a streamer. Are there other ways that you can kind of get into the side hustle world if you're not into gaming?
Essentially anything that you're passionate about. It could be cooking, it could be dancing, it could be gaming, it could be you're reacting to news in real time. I mean, if you guys are ever on TikTok, you know that all the generations are really kind of, our attention spans are short. We like to see videos. We like to see people interacting. You can learn. So really anything that you're passionate about, anything that you're good at. I mean, she recommends making sure that you are actually doing something you're passionate about because the burnout rate is so high. And she also mentioned, she loves gaming. She grew up gaming, but there is a time that when you bring money into this, that also kind of creates, we were just talking about burnout. There's also a burnout side to this as well. But I love talking about this topic. We are interviewing new people every single week, learning about all their interesting side hustles. And if you want to watch that full interview and more like hers, just go to Queen City News Plus and look for Side Hustle.
We are intrigued.
Shady lady.
Shady lady. Taylor's not a shady lady.
Taylor, way to go. All right, I'm going to take my Target brand fan and I'm going to go to break. Right, this is only like $4, so I'm not going to get a lot off of that. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.